Hello student, in this chapter you will be learning about ethics and safety measures in computers. Okay. Now you all know that in every society there are some set rules which decide certain acts as ethical or non-ethical. Okay. Similarly, here also we have computer ethics. Okay. These are the ethics that has to be kept in mind while working on computer. What are they? Never use computer to harm people. Never interfere in others' computer work, never snoop around in others' file, do not use the computer to steal, do not use the computer to bear false witness, never use or copy software which you have not paid for it, and never use or others' computer resources without authorization, and also never copy others' intellectual output. Similarly, always think about the social consequences of the program before writing. Then we have the term plagiarism. That is copying and producing someone else's original creation is called, and making it as your own is called plagiarism. Then intellectual property rights, these are the rights that people protect the authenticity of one's creation. Okay. Similarly, what is the copyright? Copyright, you must have seen this symbol, it is very familiar symbol, you must have seen it on book, magazine, CDs, etc. It is always come before a statement, all right reserved. You can see here. Now, what does this do? It is simply to give the right to the performer, okay, and it helps in encouraging and rewarding the creative work of anyone, okay. Next is the software piracy. Software piracy what? It is the illegal reproduction and distribution of software application. Pirated software is very dangerous. It hurts everyone, either it is developer, seller or software user. Software piracy has a significant impact on the economy. It leads to job losses and revenue losses to the software companies. Next, how many types of software piracy are there? There are many. These are end user piracy, which is when all software is licensed, and if anyone is using without the license, that is called end user piracy. Then we have internet piracy. Often we download authorized software from the internet, okay, and the unauthorized copy is downloaded from the internet, that is called internet piracy. Then we have pre-installed software piracy. Some computer manufacturers install software in their computer to sell them, that is illegal, that is legal, okay. But when a computer manufacturer takes one copy of particular software and illegally install it on more than one computer, then it is considered to be pre-installed software piracy. Then we have counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is the process of making and distributing illegal copies of software and sell them at low price. Next we have online auction piracy. Online auction piracy takes several forms, such as selling of software that is never authorized for resale by a third party, okay. Now software piracy, there are limitations for pirated software. They are quality. Pirated software often do not have elements like warranty, protection or upgrade options, okay. Then there are viruses with the pirated software, okay. They supply dangerous virus along with the CDs that can damage the hard disk of your computer and ruin your valuable information or data, okay. Next we have privacy. Privacy has become an important aspect of life. It is unethical to infringe in privacy of other people without their consent. It leads to embarrassment, okay. Next we have cybercrime. What is cybercrime? Any crime that is committed with the help of computer over the network is called cybercrime, okay. Now, what are the various types of cybercrime? They are hacking, changing or damaging, copying, stealing software, using computer for fraud, blocking someone's computer, using encryption to carry out a crime. Cyber stalking is there. Then stealing services information, stealing personal information, that is called phishing, okay. Next is the person or the people who commit cyber crime. They are called as hackers, crackers, virus programmers, breachers, information warriors, etc. Clear? Now, who are hacker? Hacker is a person who breaks into computer system to get illegal access to the information stored there. However, a hacker may not cause any harm to the system. And there is another person who is called a cracker. Cracker is a person who breaks into a computer system just like hacker with the intention to steal password, files, program, unauthorized use and so on. Okay, mainly it does it for unauthorized access of those files or information. Okay, crackers cause financial damage to an organization. Then what is computer security? Setting password, applying password or is called computer security. You are protecting your data so that others cannot use it. Okay. So these authorization, the computer security involves two types of data, two types of method, that is data encryption and password. What is data encryption? Data encryption is the translation of data into the form that is unintelligible without deciphering mechanism. That is, some encoding is done, some thing is done which is not readable normally, and it has to be decoded into the normal language for making it used. Okay, and then we have password, which is a secret pass which we give access to a particular program or system. So on applying that, then only the file or data can be opened. Then we have computer security breaches. Computer security breaches can be broadly divided into following categories. One is hardware. Hardware breaches can be both intentional and accidental, like cables, modem phone, etc. Okay, that bring harms to hardware system. Then we have software. In software, breaches include computer virus, password cracking, virus, sniffer program, malicious code, etc. Then we have network. Are used to transmit data information. They may be trapped by unethical people to access information about a company. Then we have natural disasters like hurricanes, earthquakes, floods that leads to security breaches. Okay. Now we come to the controls, the measures that can minimize these security breaches. Computer security controls are established and implemented to reduce security by breaches. Okay. There are many types of controls. Okay, what are these controls? Application controls are procedures that ensure security and quality of application in an organization. Similarly, development control refer to security of system during the developing stages. Then development control include data security, documentation security, etc. Okay. Then we have access controls, include managing user accounts and password to ensure authorized access to data, programs and computer system. Then we have physical security, like save the data in some other storage media also, okay, like your storage media, CDs, floppy disks, etc. Then we have personal control system. Personal control are procedure to educate an end user about various security measures on a computer system. Like banking is a very good example. In banks also, many times you must be getting messages, calls from the bank that we don't ask for any password, OTP and so on, because people are there who are illegally, unauthorized way, in an unauthorized way they are make a phone call and ask for PIN code or OTP by saying that they are calling from bank and so on, but mainly basically they are not from the original one. So this way to control them, time to time banks or that they keep on educating their account holder that they are not making such type of calls. Okay. Then we have digital footprint. What is digital footprint? Your digital footprint is all stuff you leave behind as you use the internet communication on social media like Skype call, app and so on. So before using internet, you should be knowing that internet is a public space with large audience. Okay. Never share your intimate or very personal information on your computer over the internet. Okay. Digital footprints can be touched or shared. Once online, things will become forever over there. You should always think before you post online. You should keep certain personal details private. Individuals can take control of digital footprint. Digital footprints can be helpful or harmful reputation. Okay. That's all for in this chapter.